Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out of Combat, the podcast after the live stream show that we have live on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time over on Twitch and YouTube. My name is Moobs Like Jagger. I play Captain Azric for Campaign 2. And we have Maximus Rake, our glorious DM, and Virtual Spectre, who plays Quartermaster Hayden. And we just got wrapped up with episode 49. And we got a lot of story and lore drop. My goodness.
You're over here throwing titles. Titles for this episode.
Well done, Max. But I also feel that we already had a lot going on, and now we have way more going on. But I think it's our fault because we let these things pile up, and we haven't took care of anything until now. Like after 49 episodes, we're finally tackling stuff we should have tackled a long time ago.
Yeah. Reminiscent of like campaign 1. I'm kidding.
It's our MO. This is
yeah. Your quest log was getting a little light, so you go back to the hub and you have a whole bunch of new exclamation points everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, we got quite the work ahead of us on Pirate Isle. Running with Blackbeak. Started off with her being super mad at us, and then it's like, now I got a million jobs for you, and if you don't do it, I'll kill you.
I think it's funny the way I act as Azric when talking about Blackbeak. Azric has a lot of more confidence for some reason, trying to like put a front, right? That Azric is competent, but like I feel like that's the only time Azric kind of puts on that act, and then where else he's kind of just like flippant and doesn't know what he's doing.
Do you think his attitude was changed any from like the recent vote and like his retaining the captaincy? Do you think that's kind of got his confidence up a little bit or something?
For sure. I think because of that one moment where we were shipwrecked on the island and getting repairs, and Kurzak was kind of pushing Azric's buttons and like trying to gauge like what he can do and what he can't do. And then when Azric finally like displayed some intimidation and like, you better get this shit done, he sees how that works now. And I think with Azric, he's going to act that way moving forward when interacting with the crew. Like when I interact with like the group and the officers, it's like same old Azric.
It's more of like a, well, you didn't take the carrot, so now you get the stick kind of mentality. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think things change a little when then Captain Blackbeak is like, yeah, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna have your head. And then Azric's like, okay, yeah, yes, ma'am, yes, Captain, whatever you say. Like,
yeah, because that's a very interesting like power dynamic for Azric. Is like, I mean, she's technically on like Azric's under her wing, right, as part of her armada or whatever, but like it's very quite well known that like she's one of the baddest pirates out there. Like you kind of have to do it. So not a lot of wiggle room unless you really put your heads together and figure something out.
I thought it was interesting because pretty much the whole time that Whisper's been with us, we're like, oh, she's updating Blackbeak on everything we do. Like they have a way to message, and we just assumed that she was sending word the entire time. Come to find out, she wasn't.
Yeah, that was a huge
surprising,
very shocking.
But one of her other people, I guess, was because she knew about our vote. Unless Whisper told her about that.
I mean, word travels fast once you're in harbor, once you're in the dock, right? So that could have happened when you got there. But yeah, I mean, that is strange for you to point out because you saw Whisper, like didn't she tell you, oh, I have a sending stone to talk with Blackbeak?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Strange.
That book that disappeared, that Emmy was trying to find, that we had hidden in the ship, and now it's gone because we stopped watching over it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was a big shock. That was a big shock. So I was like, oh my God, we lost another piece of evidence.
How do you think that happened? Like, what are your thoughts that you stop watching it and then it goes missing?
Because we don't even at this point know when it went missing, because Emmy had the crab watching it for a while, and then it's been several episodes now where she stopped, so we don't even really know when it disappeared at this point.
Yeah, we had a lot of holes in the ship. It could have sank. Someone took it when they realized we're not watching anymore. I don't know.
Could have been during the entire time we were in the ship battle, or after the ship battle when we were shipwrecked
for a month.
Yeah.
A lot of people in and out of the ship trying to repair. Yeah.
Say we clean house, start over.
I mean,
well, Azric was like, maybe we should rethink this whole pirate thing.
Honestly, so far it has not been working, and like internally, Azric thinks maybe he should have voted for someone else, because as soon as we got off the docks, right, like Blackbeak was ready, like, oh man, we're gonna have time to relax, we're gonna drink, maybe gamble, just relax after like all the shit we went through. But no, we're like out of the fire into the fire in the kitchen, or whatever, how you say that thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you show up and you're like, someone hasn't been calling mom, like.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, we don't get to relax, we're already in trouble, and now if we don't do this, I'm basically dead. So it's like, yeah, maybe being a pirate is not the best idea, and maybe we'll make a run for it, which I tried to put that on the table, and seems like everybody.
How far do you think we would get if that's the course we took?
Not very. We'd have to forge new identities. We get a new ship. I don't know. Yeah.
Is there
live a simple life?
I mean, there has to be some thought though of, yeah, what's happening is dangerous. If the crew pulls it off and makes Blackbeak part of the Captain's Congress, like, where does that leave you all? Because now your benefactor is in a much higher position of power.
Yeah, but she doesn't give a shit about us. Like she clearly doesn't care about us, and we're just pawn on the chessboard.
It made me wonder, because she's clearly a feared pirate and has her own little fleet of loyalists. But my thinking is, does she really need us to do all this stuff in order to... I feel like if she's that intimidating and that known, and people are aware of her strength, shouldn't be any problem being nominated. I feel like... I don't know how strong the other pirates are, but I feel like she could very easily sway people to...
Well, it's like what Whisper was saying. It's deniability, a degree of separation, right? She didn't do it. Her crew didn't do it. You know, interfering with, nominations and elections of the Captain's Congress, big no-no on Pirate Island. So the act of doing this, if she gets caught or her crew gets caught, then that really tarnishes her well-earned reputation. But in this case, she has you all, a group that are loosely affiliated at the moment. Maybe after, if she gets, ascended to the Captain's Congress, maybe you just get a bit of respect by proxy too, even if she doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably an opposition where probably another group of pirates don't want her to be in that kind of seat of power, even though she pretty much runs things out in the seas, but not so much on the islands. But
could be.
I'm sure there's a good segment of the pirate populace who don't want her to get to that level of power, because then once she's there, she can just take over everything.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a spectrum of pirates of like, I think, what did I say to you? Of like over here, you've got like Muppet pirates, and over here you've got like super ruthless like Black Sails pirates. She's all the way across on that side of the scale. Like I would think that the way that she does things like might even be tough for some pirates to stomach. Like she's ruthless in how she handles her ship and her crew.
And it sounds like, I mean, she pretty much told us like pirates have gone soft basically, and she gets in a position of power. I don't know exactly what she'll do, but it sounds like she'd be more aggressive, possibly against the Conservancy.
I feel like she would clean house first, and then like only the strong will lead the way forward type of situation.
Yeah. But does that mean she's trying to go toe to toe with the Conservancy instead of dancing around them?
I know Max can't say anything, but maybe she just wants to rule the seas, all the islands. She wants to be the queen pirate.
Yeah.
She's finding the One Piece.
You got to think too of there's such a proclivity of arcane magic users concentrated in this area just by the fact it's like the island of misfit magic users, right? And while like maybe in sheer number, they couldn't go toe to toe with the city states against the Conservancy. I mean, they don't want wizards. All the people that are wizards that hate the Conservancy are on these pirate crews. So kind of like what was alluded during the episode is if everyone can get all of these ships pointing in one direction, I mean, who knows what can happen?
Right.
Maybe it's a good thing. I do want to. Whisper is such an interesting character, Max. We're finally seeing more layers to her. Of like, because before she's just like basically an ass to the whole entire crew, especially to like Azric and Hayden. Like no respect for Azric, no respect for. She may respect Hayden, but doesn't like Hayden.
Or does not.
And maybe manipulating Taj a little bit.
You've seen her manipulate Emmy and Cooter straight up.
Yeah,
I think she thinks she's being manipulative of Taj. I feel like Taj is smart enough.
Got it under control.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like Taj is too trusting of Whisper. Maybe that's her angle. I don't know. We'd have to ask Mac about that.
That's kind of Taj's thing, though. Like, she has a very easy time like buttering people up and just playing like, oh, we're such good friends, like
yeah,
getting close to people. And
but yeah, to see Whisper 180 when she's being scolded by the boss, I think that's why I took that opportunity to like maybe take the fall for Whisper to get her more on our side. So it might have worked, maybe.
Yeah, and in the corner of the screen, it was like Whisper will remember this.
Yeah, yeah. That was Azric's intention. Is like, all right, I'm gonna take the blame for her, and then maybe Whisper would be more trusting of Azric and be an advocate for our side.
Not to influence you, Moops, but I want to find out why she was not reporting us. Maybe try to find a way to isolate her and be like, so what is your game plan if you're not reporting on us? Like, why?
I think we got a glimpse of that when Whisper and Taj had that side conversation. So like our characters are privy to it, but it sounds like she wants out, but she needs power to get out, and that's why she wants the relic so bad.
Interesting. And for some reason, she thinks we can do it.
At least use us as a stepping stone. You know,
you're all she's got, man.
Yeah.
And the Taj conversation, like the weird like interruption and stuff. Interesting Whisper moments. Her getting scolded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know what to think of the latter part of this week's episodes with Taj and Moobs and their acquaintance and all that went down there. I don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah, we got into some relic magic voodoo.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very much looking forward to using the locust or the lotus,
arcane locust
to explode my mind with visions. I don't know if that's a great idea. If we're stuck in this like
the necklace,
weird alternate reality that we're in right now, or just that specific room with Taj, Azric, and Zara.
Yeah, I mean,
wish Hayden was there. He'd be flipping out.
Yeah. I mean, that was an excellent use of it, for sure. Of that power to kind of get advantage on your check for that. So yeah, you're tapping into some, I don't know, some old magic, because you found the Orby on the Whispering Isle whenever you went through that portal, which took you to that room somewhere. Same place.
Maybe we need to go back.
Same place that Hayden found those beads of force, all that stuff.
Makes you wonder if there could be some interaction with the thing in the box that's on Escos. You can use the necklace to tap into that.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I want to, because part of it I can gain a flashback or a memory, a glimpse.
Yeah. So I also need to make you the item in D&D Beyond for your character sheet, but I'm super not motivated because making an item like that is a major pain in the ass. Customized. So, but
I have it pulled up
I'll have
so
to.
I can see that attributes and abilities all the time. So I'm always looking at it as like.
So the benefit of Memory of the Catastrophe is you can, access the memories to gain advantage on those Arcana or History checks. And then you're also going to get a memory at some point from accessing that, which we didn't get quite to it tonight. Gotcha. So think of those memories as like a side effect of you getting that advantage.
I see. Okay. Just tapping into something so old.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't meant to use this.
Yeah. There was some things that if you watch the episode, you'll see like the power go out over here. Where there's like a bad storm. So we're like, I need to get this done before like we lose power and lose the streams. But yeah, there will be some ramifications with Memory of the Catastrophe. As well as the Arcane Resonance, where sometimes you can occasionally lose concentration on complex tasks, including spells. So we'll get into all that later. That'll come up plenty of time.
Woo. Yeah. How would Hayden handle this if you got the vote, VS, and you became the captain?
I mean, as far as the meeting with Blackbeak goes, probably not a whole lot differently than Azric. I think he would understand the situation he's in. maybe would have, I don't know, said some things differently than Azric would have, or been maybe more enthusiastic about, like, no, this sounds great. We owe you, and we're up for the challenge, sort of thing. I think he would have projected a little bit like, no, yeah, this is no problem. Like, I can do it. We can do it. A little bit more of that cavalier attitude, I guess.
A little more gung ho, yeah.
But at the same time, he would still have some of the same reservations that Azric spoke about. Like, how are we going to do this? Like, should we even do this? So,
yeah, it's like one of those situations where, like, if you fail, it doesn't bounce back on Blackbeak, and it really hurts your crew. If you miraculously succeed, it looks great on Blackbeak, and then you look like very capable in her eyes.
Which would be a welcome change of how things currently are in her perspective.
It's very sink or swim.
Yeah. There's no more fitting name for our like ship than the Unfortunate, because all of this is a result of a bad luck circumstance where we decided to attack some ship that she wanted. Now we're stuck in this mess.
It's very fitting, and I'm glad we finally got a Jolly Roger out of it. And feels like it is unfortunate that name is resonating with how things are, but hopefully we could turn that around.
Easy wins. Let's get some easy wins.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see how much you turn around next week. It seems that the Unfortunate has their work cut out for them. So you definitely don't want to miss episode 50, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, on Twitch or YouTube, whichever you prefer. But don't miss that next episode, because it seems like y'all got some work to do. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.